heart and other parts of the human circulatory system. In human body, blood is transported through a circulatory system, which consists of the central pumping organ, the heart, and the blood vessels. Heart. The heart is located inside the rib cage. Situated behind the sternum between the lungs. It remains enclosed in a double-walled sac called the pericardium. It has an outer fibrous layer and an inner serous layer. Between these two layers is a very narrow space called the pericardial cavity, which is filled with pericardial fluid. If we see the internal view of the heart, we see two upper thin-walled atria and two lower thick-walled ventricles. The right and left atria pump the blood in the right and left ventricles respectively. From the right ventricle arises a pulmonary artery, which carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. While the left ventricle has an ascending aorta which supplies oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. The two atria are separated by the interatrial septum and the ventricles are separated by the interventricular septum. There are a number of valves present in the chambers of the heart. The right atrioventricular valve lies between the right atrium and the right ventricle. It is called the tricuspid valve as it consists of three flaps. The pointed ends of the flaps are projected towards the ventricles. These are attached to the walls of the ventricles through tendon-like cords called chordae tendineae. The left AV valve is made up of two flaps and is thus called the bicuspid valve. The pulmonary artery and the aorta have semilunar valves which prevent the backflow of the blood into the ventricles. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are of three types: the arteries, which are thick-walled, the veins, which are thin-walled. The arteries carry blood from the heart to different organs, and veins carry blood from different organs to the heart. Capillaries are the blood vessels present at the terminals of arteries and veins. These capillaries are extremely thin-walled and narrow. And it is through them that the exchange of gases and the exchange of waste and food particles takes place. Summary. The heart is located inside the rib cage. Situated behind the sternum between the lungs. The two upper chambers are called the atria, that are the right and the left atrium. The lower chambers are called ventricles, that are the right and left ventricle. There are a number of valves present in the chambers of the heart. Blood vessels are of three types: the arteries, which are thick-walled, the veins, which are thin-walled. These capillaries are extremely thin-walled and narrow.